Hey everyone. So I am live today with your weekly guidance reading. I'm just going to give everyone just a moment to kind of go ahead and hop on. I feel like I have not done a live in such a long time. So there's been so much behind the scenes activity going on with my business, with the spiritual retreat that's coming up. In honestly, it's about 2 weeks away. So if you do want tickets for the spiritual retreat, there are still 3 rooms available, and there are still some no stay, just play tickets available as well. So if you do want to come on the spiritual retreat, which is May 3rd and 5th, well, from May 3rd to 5th, definitely hop on, grab your tickets. It is going to be an absolutely amazing time. So I'm just going to go ahead and make sure that this is all playing here to make sure I can kind of see some comments. All right. So when you guys are here, just go ahead and say hi. So I know that you're here and that everything's working. Like I said, it's been a while since I've done a live. I kind of just have been shying away from it just for the fact of, hi, Kelly. Just for the fact that Mercury in retrograde has been fighting me so intensely. So if this works, let me know. Go ahead and say hello. I do see Kelly's here. So just let me know that you're on. Before I get into the weekly reading, I just want to say that I do have some things going on tonight. We have that energy release class that's going to be at 6:30, and it is free for all members, but it is $15 for non-members. And I just want to push this out there. If you are not a member of Into Nikki, go ahead and become a member, because the membership is less than what the classes cost. And this month you have access to every single class. So the membership is $14.89. The classes cost $15 each, but for a special for all my members this month, you get every single class for free, including the spiritual circle. So just going to go ahead and throw that out there before we get into our weekly guidance. Just so you guys are aware. If you guys want to learn more, go ahead and text balance. I don't know if it's over here or over here. Who knows? But go ahead and text balance to that number right there. And then I will send you a link. That way you can become a member and download the app. That way you never miss any classes or any lives that I do. And just know that after this weekly guidance, I am going to go hop over to the members Facebook group page and do personalized readings. So this is just going to be a general reading. And then I will be doing for all my members specific personalized readings. So let's just go ahead and get into it. All right, so your first card for this week is going to be the end of a tough cycle approaches. So this is such an amazing card, especially with April's energies. So we are getting out of that purging stage, and we are moving into that pivot, that pivotal moment, those pivots in our life. And this card is really just asking us, how hard are you willing to work for what you want? Because effort is going to be required at this time. We are going to have to put plans in motion. Yes, we are supposed to trust the universe. We are supposed to let go and kind of step back, but we must have a plan, and we must be taking those baby steps towards what we want. So at this time, the purging cycle of this month is almost at its end, and we are almost in that pivot, that turning point where everything is going to start changing. And I know that it seems like things might have been very chaotic in the couple first weeks of April, but that is because we were purging. We were releasing anything that does not serve us anymore. That is kind of what we're going to be doing in our class tonight, of that energy release class, is really going in, releasing all that energy that no longer serves us anymore. If you can do it on your own, great. If you need a little bit of help, come join us tonight, because it's going to be very energetic and very just relieving is like the only word I can really say it. Hey, Kat. Hey, Angela. So yes, definitely putting some effort in at this time when I'm looking at this card. Also, I'm hearing if you think that you should stay or leave a job at this time, it may be time. This is not going to be for everyone. Like I said, this is a general reading, but I feel like it might be time for you to start stepping out of that job and start, putting those steps to finding a different job. So that may be for some of you, not all of you, but that's definitely coming through right now. When I'm looking at this card, you see the horns right here because this is in Capricorn. So you see the horns. We're getting ready. We're in that pivotal moment to turn into that charging ahead. So a lot of you might have felt like things are not moving as fast as you want. It's really just a lot of calm before the storm is kind of what I'm feeling. But this is really a time for that self-love, really asking you to face reality, facing you to kind of face, hi, Megan, face your inner child. You have to do the inner work. You can't be running. You can't outrun everything and all these energetic shifts that are happening at this time, especially when it comes to self-love, because there's such a transformation that needs to happen at this time for you guys to step into your true selves. It is that deep dive. It is that inner child work. It is just really that transformation of understanding what might have kept you in survival mode so you can step out of that and transform into the next stage of your life. I do want to just say that for April, I do have that one-on-one shadow work service that's available, and you have 20% off this month to book that session. You don't have to book it for April if there's no more spots left or anything like that. You can still book it in May, but as long as you purchase it in April, you can just use the promo code INNERWORK and get 20% off of that service. So if you really want to do that deep dive into your inner child, really see what those energetic blocks are, I highly recommend at this time you do that, because that is what all that work is coming up for you right now. And then when you do all that shadow work, it really is going to transform you into that next stage of your life. And you can even find like journal prompts. If you don't want to book the service, that's completely fine. If you're more of a loner and want to do it by yourself, there's definitely prompts and things like that. I share on my Facebook page, so go ahead and check it out. But this is really asking you to prioritize your personal life. This is also about balancing your personal life and your work life. It's, how do I say? Because everything was kind of either slow or chaotic, it's going to start flipping over energetically. So having that plan, having that balance, showing yourself and showing up for yourself with that love and compassion, and knowing that everything that's going on, whether it's that chaos or that lack of information, everything is happening in divine timing. There's so much divine energy and so much going on in different realms that are basically pivoting you and moving you onto your life's path and life's purpose. So just trust the process, get those plans in work, and trust the universe. When I say this as well, when we put our plans into motion, we do have to step back a little bit. We are asking the universe for what we want, and then we're going to release the control. We cannot control it. We can't control any of the energies right now, because everything, like I said, behind the scenes is moving on such an energetic level to get you to where you're supposed to be. Everyone who's been asking, like, what is my life purpose? What am I supposed to be doing right now? I feel like I'm not in the job that I'm supposed to be doing. Just wait. Everything is divinely being moved for you at this time. So that is your first card. So really self-love, balance it all out, really just show up for yourself, do that inner work. That way you can move out of that survival mode and really get clear on what it is that you want from this life. So Angela says, love that. I just officially dissolved my LLC. I'm shifting for sure. That's awesome. Kat, yep, I'm in step back. Yep, absolutely. And I know this, but I'm still going bonkers. Yes. Even though we're aware of the energy, sometimes it can be still, it's still overwhelming. You're still experiencing that energy. And as long as you allow yourself, I just got chills. As long as you're allowing yourself to be very present and feel the energies shift, it's going to be very, very, very beneficial for you. There's so many life lessons that are going to be taught and, brought to the surface at this time. So really paying attention as your energy is kind of shifting and going through. And then Megan says retrograde is kicking her Me too. That's why I'm like, I haven't been going live because every time I try, something happens. And I'm like, I'm just not even going to do it today. We're just going to move on. I'm like, the other day, it took me like 4 hours just to upload a reel. And I'm like, okay, I'm just done here. I'm not going to waste my time and effort into this because it's just too much. So for your second card, you guys have the number 24. And didn't I just say this? It is balance, centered energy, and self-care. I mean, it doesn't get any more right smacked in your face than this card, right? So really just balancing your time, your energy, your money, your emotions. When you start to balance all these things, I do feel like things are going to start settling down for you, especially in this pivot moment of April. I feel like you're going to be finding more peace, maybe even gaining a little bit of greater self-control because you are going to be doing that inner work. You're going to be seeing things are going to be revealed to you at this time. And you're going to feel like that fight or flight chaos is like you're more in control of it, and you can feel the triggers. You can move through and past those triggers. I also feel like, diets are changing at this time. So if you have been trying to eat healthier, a lot of dietary things are very important, like really, really nourishing your body. That's part of that self-care. Getting enough water. I was just reminded about this the other day. Yes, as energy healers and energy people, we still need reminders sometimes. And I love the person who reminded me. So thank you very much. Because I was definitely not getting enough water. And I was drinking too much coffee. So just moving at this time too. Like if you can go for a walk, that is self-love. That is showing your body that you want to move that energy through instead of having all that energy stuck in your body. So yeah, just being very mindful of, your time, your money, your energy, things like that. But also honoring yourself and your time at this time. Be very mindful of who you're giving your time and your energy to. If they're possibly those, energy vampires, you probably want to step back a little bit so you can do that inner healing. Because if you're doing the inner healing and you have these vampires just kind of like sucking and sucking and sucking, it's not going to be very beneficial for you at this time. So even if you need a kind of hermit to do that self-love, self-care, and inner work, do that. I know that you're worth hermiting for a little while to get yourself under control and your energy kind of settled. So balance. So good card so far. Really loving this energy. Let's see. Let's see some. Kat, she says, yes, girl, you're on fire today. Good. Yeah, eating is going to be so important. Fish and seafood, salmon. I have been on a salmon kick too. I'm actually having it again for dinner tonight. I don't know what it is. Salmon has just been like, I do the lemon pepper salmon, and it's just with some either green beans or asparagus, and I have just been loving it lately. So I've definitely been on that. Megan, I've noticed that I've been acting emotionally recently, and I notice I need to take a step back and analyze first before reacting. Absolutely. So if you guys watch my April energy video, I'll put a link in there. I'll also put the links for all the memberships and whatever. But if you looked at that energy kind of forecast for April, it is definitely a time where it's almost like people are so on edge because all this information is it's being brought to the surface. Everything is coming up and it's kind of like smacking you in the face. And then a part of you wants to suppress it. Like you've always suppressed it, but it's like, no, this is the time. This is where we're doing that deep dive. We are not putting ourselves off anymore. We are doing the healing this time. No more running away because you can't outrun it. It's just not going to happen. So when these things start coming up in us, it does kind of light up a little bit of fear in us. And that's kind of why a lot of people have been on edge in April. It's just because a lot of things have been brought to the surface. They're really looking at it. Even if it's very subconscious, on a subconscious level, they may not be fully aware of it, but it is bringing up all these emotions and making people more emotional, more angry, or, just really wanting to snap on someone, like almost like they've had enough is enough. I just want to scream. So that is definitely April's energy. And that is wherever these triggers are. If you can recognize where your triggers are for when you feel like you're going to like have that emotional outburst, really look into it and feel into why you're having those triggers. It is going to be so important for that transformation at this time. Jamie says diet change is on her list. It is kind of hard to change, but when we show up and we understand the relationship that we have with food, it really makes a huge difference. I know for me, I struggled with food for a very, very, very long time until I understood why I had such an unhealthy relationship with food. It was my coping mechanism. It was to self-soothe myself. It was to really suppress the emotions and not wanting to feel the emotion. So if you can find out why you're triggered or what it is about food that is hard for you to change, maybe take a look into that, maybe do some shadow work, do that inner healing. Like I said, go book that shadow work session because it is 20% off this month. So last card, let's see here. Playfulness. Okay, and this is a great card too. Like I said, you guys are all having like amazing cards. Kat says mahi mahi. Oh, that sounds really, and crab. Oh, I love crab. Girl, okay, now you're going to get me like going to the market, getting crab and everything. And Casey says taking time for herself. Absolutely. And I love that she puts the little sun emoji there because I feel like everyone just needs to go outside and enjoy this weather. If you are in like the East Coast area, we have been having a lot better weather. So just really go in and soak up the energy of the sun. It is going to feel so revitalizing. Just really, and you can even feel that energy, like call the sun's energy into your heart center. I don't know who needs to hear that, but just call it in and feel it into your heart center. But with this card, it's the elves and number 15 and playfulness. Instantly, all this blue is showing up. So it's really about expressing your true self. Really stop being so serious. Really get into that childlike mentality. Also doing that inner child work, that shadow work. So you can really just embrace your innocence. So you can learn to be more playful. Just so you can enjoy yourself and everything that life has to bring, honestly, because if you're so in survival mode, you can't stop and smell the flowers because you're too busy running. So really just stop taking life so seriously, really just play, really do things that you used to do as a child to really spark up that creativity and that childlike energy in your body at this time. But I will definitely say inner child work, doing that inner healing on that level. All of that is just screaming at me right now. This really is going to be a very, very transformative time for a lot of people. Even in the April energy forecast that I put out there, I did say that a lot of people's spiritual gifts are going to be enhancing at this time. And it's almost like a lot of people are being so blocked in the root chakra because they can't face those fears. They can't face those feelings and emotions that they have been suppressing for such a long time. And honestly, I can't tell you that I don't think I've had one client this month who has not had this issue where it's being brought up. Also, focus on those patterns that are coming up for you in your life at this time, because those patterns are definitely energy that you need to sit with and look at. Okay, sorry. I was just trying to download everything here. So yeah, just really becoming more playful with yourself, doing those childlike things, anything that you used to do as a kid. Go take a walk, go ride your bike, go swing on a swing set, at the park or something. Those of you who have kids, go do something fun, go, paint or go draw something, or, just make some kind of a game about it. Do something very, very childlike. You can even just go outside and just run around in the grass and scream or something. I don't know. Whatever you guys like to do as kids. But I really love this reading for you guys. I really, really like it because it is just showing you that you are really coming out of this cycle of purging, of getting rid of what no longer serves you, just really releasing the need to control, releasing all that negative energy and those negative people from your life. That way you can find that balance and really show yourself that self-love, that self-compassion, really getting ready, because the self-love and self-compassion is going to be a catalyst into where you're going. And honestly, I just feel like so much joy is going to be coming for you guys at this time. So I love this reading. Like, this is a beautiful, beautiful, energetic reading for you guys this week. So really feel into the energies. Like, keep doing what you guys need to do, because this is a really intense and honestly an amazing energetic time in your life. And it's good if you can really be present to feel the transformation. Because I promise you'll probably remember April 2024 for probably the rest of your life. That date's going to kind of like stick in your mind. I will go ahead and put in the comments how to become a member. I will put the energy release class in there. Like I said, if you want to become a member, it is only $14.89. All my classes are about $15 for non-members, but all members this month get all of my classes for free. So come hang out, come join us. If you're a member, you get spiritual circles for free as well. So I'm just going to throw this out there that my membership program may be increasing. So either at the end of this month or the end of next month. So if you are not a member and you thought you wanted to like kind of join the membership, I would definitely hop on as soon as possible before I start upping prices, because price of living, price of just everything is going up. So I need to kind of compensate for my time and my energy. So really showing myself that self-love and compassion this month. I've been on my own healing journey. More things have been revealed to me. So much exciting things coming up. And I hope you guys can join me along my journey. So I appreciate everyone being here. Like I said, I'll put all the links in the description. And I love all of you. So have a wonderful, wonderful week. Until next time.